That smells good, doesn't it, Titan? I patted my horse's neck beneath me, pulling on the reins to turn him so we followed the smell. He lifted his head, nickering at me, and I smirked. As a gelding, he had a lot of personality. He acted a lot like a mare, feisty. Anyone that had a horse knew it was the mares you had to watch out for. Other than the feisty attitude that I secretly adored, Titan was the best horse I had ever had. Coming up to the bakery, I saw a woman bending over some plants, watering them. She was wearing an array of colors that caught the eye with bunny ears on her head. She was adorably cute, small, sexy, and full of curves that I couldn't help but stare at. Somehow she hadn't heard the clop of hooves as I approached, and it wasn't until Titan began to nibble at her fuzzy bunny ears that she reacted. With a startled yelp, she spun around, a hand over her heart as she caught her breath. Sorry, he gets full of himself at times. I slid off Titan's back, gripping the reins as I tilted my hat toward her in greeting. Got a whiff of whatever you got brewing in there. Had to stop by and test it for myself. I smirked at her, watching her blush. I knew how women reacted to me, and I couldn't help but let it go to my ego. Oh, she perked up then, smiling brightly at me. Then you're welcome to come in. I only have a small selection right now, but I think you'll enjoy it. She started to walk away, but stopped when she looked back at my horse. I forgot about him. Frowning, she looked around, realizing there was nowhere to tie off any horse. I need to fix that. I'm sorry. I'm from the city, and horses aren't really a thing there. It happens. Can I just tell you what I want? She nodded, that bright smile back on her face. I gave her my order, and she rushed off to get it, coming back a few minutes later with a coffee and a bag with the cream cheese croissants in them. Thanks. My mother and brother will love the treat. How much do I owe you? Don't worry about it. She waved me off, eyeing Titan. Slowly, she reached out, brushing her hands over Titan's muzzle. He ate up her affection, snorting in her hand, and she giggled. I think I'm going to try and make a horse-friendly treat. Dogs, too. I bet people walk their dogs a lot in small towns like this. You'd be right. I mounted Titan once more, settling in the saddle. I set the coffee in a pocket of the saddle and the baked goods on the other side. Reaching into my wallet, I pulled out a bill far larger than what she needed and quickly stuffed it beneath one of her fuzzy ears. Take it. Starting up a business isn't easy. I know you can't afford to give out freebies already. She blushed as she reached up to grab the bill from beneath her headband. I really can't, but I felt bad because I didn't have anywhere for your horse to go. She giggled as Titan nibbled at her ear again, and I smiled. Titan didn't normally take to people so easily, and it surprised me how much he already liked her. His name is Titan. I patted his neck again, and she rubbed his muzzle. The damn horse was in heaven, relaxing his head into her hands as she pampered him. I'm Chase. I'm Ella. She smiled up at me, giving Titan a final pat before backing away. Next time you come, I'll make sure to have somewhere for you and others to tie their horses. She looked at the plants she had been watering. I'm also going to do research and make sure my plants are horse-safe. I don't want them getting sick if they start to nibble. You keep that mindset and you'll do just fine here. I tipped my hat to her again, pulling back on Titan's reins so he would step backward. I'll see you around, Ella. The way her name rolled off my tongue sounded like a purr. She blushed again, and I smirked, loving to see her reaction flooding her cheeks. Oh yes, I would be seeing her around. I would be coming by often if it meant I got to see her for a few minutes out of my day. There was something adorably sexy about her, and I wanted to see more of it. Maybe I could make this a daily trip.